Katie Samuelson is unique in that she's 6'3" and kind of lives, but is really successful from the perimeter.
Yeah.
That skill set and that kind of matchup nightmare that she presents, can you describe as a defender, even if in practice, how it's possible to kind of get in her face or disrupt her shot? What you would suggest or what you can kind of do?
Yeah, she's like special in that sense, because most people that are 6'3", you see them on the block more, but she's more of a guard. So that does create a matchup because if you put somebody big on her, she can go around, and if you put somebody smaller, you can put her down there in the post.
Right.
So that's where we kind of benefit from having her on our team, and we try to take advantage of those matchups when they happen.
Does she ever, in the course of your career here, I know she's 1 year older than you, just talk about what it's like to win a national championship because she's won one, and I know how close you guys have come. Is that something that she talks about, or is that, UConn, you guys are known for it. I guess you really don't talk about it, but has she at all?
Yeah, she said it, before we came down here. She talked about it yesterday when we were doing some of the media things, but she was kind of along for the ride because that was when it was Stewie, Tuck, and Mariah. But now she realizes that she has more to carry on of a load to carry for this team, and I think especially this being her last one, she wants to do as much as possible so we can get there.
She goes through a lot off the court just to be ready physically. What do you take from that as a teammate when you see what she goes through to prepare herself physically to get through the pain and contribute?
You want to make sure my job especially, just make it as easy as possible for her. I think that's what a point guard can do for all the players, but put her in positions where she's going to be successful and things like that. But she's done so much. She had to sit out the AAC tournament, but I think she's feeling a lot better now, obviously. But still, she's done a lot, and I think it's going to continue so she can be ready for us.
Is there anything you take from the Notre Dame game when you guys played them in December? Or is it's December and it's now it's April?
Yeah, that one even felt like a tournament game. So this one is it's a lot more on the line. Probably going to be as physical, if not a little bit more. A lot of emotion, obviously, because again, a lot more is on the line.
Basically, you both have 5 weapons, both teams. How important is it for you guys to team defense tomorrow?
It's going to be huge. Coach has been like, we're just going to outscore them. I'm not going to worry about it. There's going to be no defense played. But, that's a big part of the team once you get to this point in the season, because they always say defense wins championships. So we are going to have to, buckle down on defense. And then when we do limit them to that one shot, go down there and, just run it down the throat.
Obviously, it's tough. You don't want to talk about the last 2 times you've been here. But how much has the experience of this year's tighter games it helped you and the team as you go into tomorrow night's matchup?
They've been huge, in our regional tournament, the UCLA game and Louisville. They were both close. We were down in UCLA, but Louisville, I think, we had been in those games where it was close, and we didn't let go of that lead. And years past, like the semifinal game last year, the year before, we let go of it. We were down big, let go of it when we got it back. So I think they've helped us, and we know what it's going to look like and what it can feel like to come out of that.
I know you take a lot of pride, obviously, in defense. We talked about it with her, and you really limited her, and that was probably the difference in the game. Notre Dame's got 2 really great guards, Enrique and Jackie Young. Are you kind of really excited and looking forward to that challenge?
Yeah, because I think, again, it's going to tell the tale of the game. And if we can limit, especially Jackie, if we can limit what she does for their team, it's going to be a big difference maker in the game.
And obviously we talked about you guys beat them this year. You lost to Louisville once, and then you came back and beat them. You beat Notre Dame, and now they're coming after you guys.
Right.
How hard is it to beat a team twice in a season?
It's difficult, and I've definitely thought about it that way, because I'm like, if the table flips for us with Louisville, and fingers crossed, it doesn't happen for us tomorrow, but I think we have a pretty good game plan of what we want to do. We're familiar with them, but this is a bigger stage, and we do have some younger guys, but hopefully they know what we want to do, and they have confidence in themselves to go do the same thing that they did in December.
Obviously, with the last game, it showed that another team can't really focus on one player. The focus was on Nafisa. Nafisa kicks it out to Megan Walker. Obviously, Lou went on fire. And Notre Dame kind of has that too, with a bunch of offensive threats. What kind of matchup do you see there?
I hope somebody misses. I don't know. We're going to switch things up a lot. There's not going to be one thing that we run defensively the whole game that I feel like is going to just stop them, because they're one of the better offenses in the NCAA this year, and they have been in years past. So, and we know that. So we know what we're gonna have to do is just limit them to one shot. They have the bigger advantage inside, so we're gonna have to limit their touches in the paint. And when they do get it up, make sure that we're boxing out.
In the game in December, you guys kind of got under Notre Dame's skin, specifically Enrique. Is that something that you guys kind of try to do, like to get them a little flustered? Is that part of the game plan, or does that kind of just happen?
Yeah, intentionally, no, it's not a part of the game plan because we obviously just want to focus on the game, make sure that we're doing everything possible, everything right. But if it happens as a byproduct, I mean, we're glad because they're not focused on what they should be doing.